It is Gabz FM, power to engage your world. 7:22 is your time. Welcome to it. It is yet another special edition of the Lounge Convo. And this time around, we are focusing on film festivals. These are events that offer networking and showcasing opportunities, amongst other things they offer for film people. We are in conversation with a person who has a BA honors in motion picture medium for producing, and she got this in 2019. She's also the co-founder of Bantu Film Festival. And she is a director and festival director. Her name is Lesedi Mphothwe. Good evening and welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Are you good?
Evening. I'm good.
I said your name properly, right?
Mphothwe. No, my surname is Mphothwe.
Mphothwe. Okay, all right.
I find myself doing that often, so it's okay.
All right. I know even the last time when I had a conversation with you, I had to, ensure that I get it right. Good evening, and once again, thank you very much for accepting our invitation. We're talking film festivals. Now, you are a person who is very familiar with this thing called film festivals, and we put the focus on the Botswana film and TV scene. And I was just thinking, film festivals, I know pre-COVID, pre the pandemic, there were a lot of film festivals that were popping up at the time, and I was happy. Then COVID hit, and obviously, financial situations I take is the reason why they slowed down. Then after that, at least since, let's say, 2022 or 2021 to now, we've had one or two film festivals that showcase, Botswana-made products as well as international products. Now, let's talk film festivals. What are these things?
I call it a distribution platform. The reason why I'm saying it's a distribution platform is you get to showcase your film outside of you having a network station showcasing your film. You get to distribute it at a film festival. It's also a networking platform, as you mentioned earlier, because this is where you get to meet fellow filmmakers. This is where you get to meet your audience as well. Remember, it forms part of an ecosystem of filmmaking. It's not filmmaking. It's not only about producing, writing, and putting it together. You have to distribute it. So at a film festival, this is where you get to meet your audience as well. This is where you get to meet people who buy into what you've produced. This is also where you get to meet, I did mention fellow filmmakers, but this is also where you get an opportunity to meet people who can fund your next project. It's a marketplace, basically, for a filmmaker. But also for I did say for the audience as well, because this is where they get to see the people behind the productions that they keep watching. And get to experience firsthand. There's what we call within film festivals a premiere. So some people get to see my film for the first time at a film festival, and that's such a prestigious thing because you get front row seat to something that the world hasn't seen yet.
Looking around the world, there are a lot of film festivals, and how I got to learn about film festivals is I would be looking at a movie when it comes out. It already has these accolades, and I'm like, but wait, this thing it was produced last year. In terms of they finished post-production and everything last year, and it's only coming out, let's say, this year, but it already has this list of accolades. This. So I think those are some of the benefits. Like by the time, if you do well at different film festivals, by the time your film comes out, I don't know, you can negotiate better in terms of the cinema.
Yes, because you it's what we call a festival run. You take, like I say, part of your production. You do say, where am I going to take my film?
All right.
I'm going to firstly do a festival run. Festival run is you submitting it to different film festivals. And then thereafter, then you say, okay, it has done its own film festival runs now. It's time for me to now talk to a network station to take it. That's where now you talk about laurels, where you see a film poster with laurels, different laurels, more thing. Right. The importance of it, again, is that you are giving people around the world a taste of what you've produced. There's a film that I produced, and we did a festival run, and we won best short film. It's quite, now when I tell people that I'm an award-winning producer, they would ask which festival, because they would want to know if it was in Botswana or if it was outside. It's important for a filmmaker. Like I say, film festivals are important because they form part of our ecosystem as well.
All right. So the benefit winning also means that your profile goes up. You get to negotiate as well. Now, still on film festivals, what I've seen is, okay, there are different themes and everything. There's at times for full-length movies and short films. I think you find that most of our films locally here get to do rounds on Lady short film. They get to go to short film festivals.
Yeah.
Or is it okay? Let's take a look at that one. When with, let's say, most film festivals, as a film person, does it limit you having created a short film as opposed to having a full-length film?
No, it doesn't. And again, let me say this: with film festivals, there are different film festivals.
Okay,
that speaks to different things. We actually do have a sports film festival. That means it's specific to
sports, and
it curates films that are for sports. We have climate-based film festivals that speaks to that, and then you have your short film festivals. You see that different. So as a filmmaker, again, as a producer, when you do your marketing strategy, you look at the different festivals, because obviously I can't submit an impact film to a sports film festival. It doesn't make sense, because the audience that's going to attend the festival are looking for a sports related project.
What's an impact film?
Impact film would be where you do your advocacy and talk about human rights related issues, your social,
which is your specialty.
Which is my specialty. I graduated as an impact producer. I'm the first, actually, in Botswana. So you see, you as a filmmaker, you have to identify with the different film festivals that you want to submit to.
Okay.
Because if you submit to a wrong festival, that is why we actually do have jurors who now look at the films before they get selected.
Yeah, because there's that other process that I was going to get to as well.
So if they now realize, okay, this is an impact film, but it's submitted to a sports film festival, you are obviously not going to make the cut.
Wow. And we're going to disappointed because you
didn't read through the terms, the rules, I think, this is what we're looking for.
All right. In conversation right here with a director and a festival director. Lesedi is her name. And she's just taking us through. We're taking a look at film festivals. At 7:30, do keep it locked. We do continue our conversation. Gabz FM, power to engage your world. 7:31 is your time. Director and festival director Lesedi Mphothwe is here with us, and we're talking film festivals. So you're just taking us through what the categories that they may come in. You find that, from what I know, sometimes a film festival is exclusive to, they'll specify, they say, we just want films that are 10 minutes. We don't want anything more than 10 minutes. We want films that are between 25 and 30 minutes. Or we just want a full-length feature film, which, believe can go to 2 hours, depending on what they want. And you mentioned a very important part. People who select. As much as I may follow what is needed, I can still be rejected. How does that work? It's this film festival, like I wanna kill, Francis Town, I submit, my quality is cool, I believe my story is the best. But then again, there's been this panel that is put together to go through these films before they actually go to the audience. How does that work?
They look at different things. Key thing is story. Does your story make sense? Then they'll follow looking at your picture. If your picture looks good, sound, they'll look at pacing, looking at the actors, right? And that is why then you have your awards: best sound, best picture, best writer, because these are the stuff that they look at to look. Does this film make sense? You have other festivals that already have themes. They'll also look at does it speak to our theme? If they say we're looking for crime related films, if I submit a Christian related film, it doesn't make the cut. So it's a competition after all, but it doesn't have to be. But
T's and C's apply.
So you do look at these things. Your story, does it make sense? Does your actors deliver? The acting, because it's a key thing as well. So I want to all-rounded what a film project is supposed to be. So
ideally with film festivals, the jurors are there to actually help the people who are submitting. Because I asked that so that for a person who's listening and they're a filmmaker and them and their team are thinking of submitting somewhere, or they've submitted somewhere before and it was rejected, to know or no, or you probably did not tick some of the boxes that they wanted to be ticked. So it's not that your film was bad.
Yes.
It's just that it's not for that film festival.
Yes. Or also the like in terms of submissions, they may not use the word competition, but
yeah, your competition. I'm sitting there and I have a film festival and I'm one of the jurors, Rafaifi, and 1,000 projects get submitted, Botswana only, and we're only looking for 50. That's a competition.
It's a competition. So these are the things that they look at. And actually you do, even as the filmmaker, have an opportunity to ask.
Oh, okay.
Where did I go wrong? If it's about going wrong, or where can I improve? Because again, good criticism is important as a filmmaker. For me to improve, I need to know where I need to work, like which areas do I need to work on, right? So you can actually ask the festival. Can you ask your jury? Because there's in the platform that we use, each juror has an opportunity to say, okay, this is what I was looking at. Ideally, most people never ask to say, I didn't make it, it's fine. But you have an opportunity to ask. In some festivals, I know, right? You have an opportunity to ask. All right. Not all, but some.
All right. We have 4 minutes left before we wrap up this conversation. Putting the spotlight on film festivals. Now, this is all about, understanding more as to what happens in Botswana when it comes to film and TV. And here's the question. You've explained what film festivals are, what happens. We don't have that many that have been coming up. Now, you are a person who's active within the space.
Yeah.
As people within the space, do you feel you have an understanding of what film festivals are? And I ask this because I don't necessarily see a lot of our films, Lady film festivals, and the few that actually get to go, actually get to do well. Does a Botswana filmmaker understand the importance of a film festival? This is based on your interactions. This is based on the conversations you're having with people on the ground. Is there that understanding from what you've observed?
Yes, I think for the 2 years that I've been in the industry in terms of film festivals, yes, there are some people who know what a film festival is and how it can benefit them. And I find that maybe some don't. And this is where we need to now cover the ground and do the education in terms of, no, we're not trying to sell your idea. I mean, because some people say, oh, the ideas are wrong. No, we're not trying to.
But how do, again, and as long as something is made and is seen by, let's say, 50 people in the cinema, okay, how, at least you have 50 witnesses.
You do understand? The can say, no,
we've watched this before.
We've watched this before. So there's still that education that we need to do in terms of really showing people the value of film festivals. That we are not here to try to make money. No, we are here to contribute to an industry that needs to be developed. And it needs us as Botswana filmmakers to develop it. And the education part also comes in. For now, I find ourselves producing more for TV.
Yeah.
We are not producing for film.
Yeah, because from what I've learned, there's actually a difference. Like when you take a script and maybe originally it was a film, but now you're in Botswana, the opportunity maybe, you're just trying to break even. Let's go for this tender. Let's change this. You're going to change the script to fit a 12 episode series.
Yeah.
So there is a bit of a difference there. All right. So now, the understanding in terms of, I need to ask, do we really need to have film festivals in Botswana?
We need to have as many as we possibly could.
Why?
Because that is one way where you can get, and when I say get your product out there, I kid you not, there are some people have actually had opportunities for co-productions at film festivals, not in Botswana, but from what I have seen other film festivals do, because there are opportunities within film festivals. There's what we call residencies within festivals, but are not film festival organizers. But these opportunities, you have the film market within festivals, where now without your future film, and then you get on a networking session, and somebody says, "No, we're looking for, I'm from TV such and such a TV station," and then you are like, "I have this product. Can you watch my film?" If they like it, they will take it. If they feel like, okay, we need to develop it more, they will actually inject that money. It's like a pitching session.
Okay.
A film festival is a pitching session, so you always have to wear your best hat in terms of who you are, brand yourself in that sense when you attend a film festival. Yes, there's the entertainment part, but it's mainly for filmmakers to really, I keep saying, open themselves to, more especially to Botswana filmmakers, to the world. Not produce for Botswana market.
Yeah.
We have a huge international audience that is looking for African stories.
Especially Botswana, which doesn't necessarily get a lot of exposure as well.
Yes, this has been said countless times, and I'll be one of the people also to say it, to say we are only 2-point-something million. Let's take advantage of the other market. They get to see what we are doing as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Lesedi Mphothwe, thank you very much. He is a director as well as a festival director. Where can one find you if they want to get in touch with you?
Lesedi Mphothwe on LinkedIn, Lesedi Mphothwe on Facebook, Twitter, Lesedi Mphothwe, Instagram, Lesedi Mphothwe.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll have more on this conversation because I feel, I know the importance. I just had to ask her why, because sometimes but maybe it's not fitting the why. So I have to ask, and if the why is not satisfying, but I believe you've put film festivals in a good light. Thank you very much for sharing your time with us. I know you are a Forbes 30 Under 30 2024 delegate, so you have to go out there and check out the festivities that are happening out at the main mall. Thank you very much and good luck with the Forbes Festival, and hopefully you'll get to interact with the film makers from around the world as well as around the continent.
Thank you so much for having me.
Love's Lounge.